Say, my friends, today's Ashtanga series, my second day of Ashtanga, I'm really seeing how hard this Ashtanga series is, how difficult, and how much energy it consumes in all aspects of your body, all angles, all sides, everything. Your whole body is used to, the minutest ligaments and tendons and all these things. Um, and as I was going through all the poses, I caught myself, just doing the root lock, which is what I'm really focusing on. So my root lock, I was telling myself in my mind, this is your one job. Your one job is to just be consciously in control of the root lock. My conscious awareness, myself, my intentional self. I made just had one job only, root lock, the whole time. And this really just simplified everything. Because Ashtanga is a predefined sequence, it doesn't need much mental attention to go through the sequence. Obviously, once you learn the sequence and, you got used to it, it doesn't change unless, you progress much deeper and the fundamentals stay the same, but you just like do harder expressions of the poses. So with the mind and the body fully able to be on autopilot with the poses, my intentional conscious awareness, I was just like, okay, you just focus on the root lock. Just focus. That is our one job in this whole series, in this yoga. Our one job is to make sure that the root lock is being engaged on all the inhales, and to a lesser extent, the ab lock is being engaged on all the exhales. But the primary one was the root lock. The one job that my intentional awareness had was to just be on the root lock. Now, what this directedness, what this specific goal did for me is that it really trained my intentional awareness, you know? So it's like in some poses, it's really easy to engage the root lock. In some poses and in the beginning of the series, because, you haven't exhausted it. Um, but the challenge comes in those harder poses and when you have been like in the middle of the sequence towards the end, when your root lock is fatigued, you are tired, and you, as the intentional awareness that is directing the root lock, are also tired from directing it this whole time. So the muscle itself is tired, and you, as an intentional awareness, are also tired, and then this is where I really like tapped into my determination. When I got to this point where both my mental and my physical were tired, I had to dig deep down within myself. I had to dig so deep to still consciously and intentionally make my awareness engage the root lock at all times. And that point when I was like really tired, it's like I just brought forth this power that I didn't even know I had. And I was like, I'm not gonna stop. I will die before I let this go. Even if it's squeezing just a little bit, like even if it's so fatigued and I'm just squeezing it, even if I'm just mentally squeezing it and I'm physically done, I myself will not be done. As long as I am aware, as long as I am alive, I will do this one job. And it was this dedication and this commitment that really allowed me to master myself, or to, practice and engage the muscle of self mastery mentally, intentionally, consciously. And then I was just thinking, this is so going to apply to my life outside yoga. Um, because there's so many times, either when I'm doing homework or I'm reading or I'm doing anything that's mentally consuming, I will have that point where I am tired and I'm done and I will just want to stop doing it. And then this, it'll be mental fatigue, physical fatigue. But with building the power of my intentionalness my intentional awareness that directs and creates my experience, I'll be able to like just break through these roadblocks. I'll be able to just keep going because my conscious intentional awareness is just at the level where it doesn't matter if everything around is tired. It doesn't matter if the muscles are tired, if the brain's tired. It doesn't matter because because my intention has decided that this is what's going to happen, and I will keep doing it no matter what until I die. Um, and it's just that level of determination and power that is cultivated when you really just give one job to your intentional awareness for the whole sequence. And that's why Ashtanga is so beautiful. It's a sequence which is predetermined. So it's like once you master it, you can really focus on the mental internal things and leave the physical aside, and use the physicalness as the platform to train your internalness, your internal awareness, your internal intentions. And that's like really what life is all about for a human being, is being an intentional being, an intentional existence. You have the power to decide how you live, how you experience, what you do, and that all comes down to intention. And that's really what life is all about. It's like you're a human being and you have the power to live life the way you want. So the more intentional you can be, the more the world and you yourself are the way that you intend to be, the better and happier you will be as a human being. And that's just like the simple truth to it. If you want to be fulfilled and satisfied, things must happen according to your intention. Now, of course, outside things, you can't control people, you can't make people love you, but you absolutely can control the way that you are, which is all that life really is. It's like you experience life within yourself, right? You're listening to this video within your mind. You're seeing within your mind. You're experiencing, feeling, understanding within yourself. So at the end of the day, if you can intentionally be the way that you want to be, everything is good. Everything is solved and you are complete and you are living a fully fledged human being. So that was all for today. Namaste, my friends.